below is a quick reference about the tools used to track the synthetic tonnage. The synthetic tonnage is a project from supply chain to replace the wooden tonnage or synthetic tonnage with two main drivers: to take care of the environment and the economic savings. About the environment, this project is an improvement aligned with the Tenaris policy of environment. About the economic savings, from the adoption of the synthetic tonnage in the dispatches from Tamsa to Houston, the investment return is aligned to reuse as many times as possible each tonnage. To achieve the maximum amount of reuses, there is necessary to track each synthetic tonnage to control the life cycle, keep an inventory, control the location, account of the number of trips of each item. To achieve this, an RFID chip has been installed on each synthetic tonnage and the system has been deployed. The system has 5 main components: the RFID chips, the reader, a mobile device, the Pipe Tracer application, and the SDT web application. Let us introduce about the use of that components. The synthetic tonnage has installed RFID chips like this. RFID, or radio frequency identification, is a technology to identify a tag using a reader without a physical contact. In this case, the reader sends a signal that induces electricity in the chips. With this signal, the chip is going to answer with their identification. In other words, the reader is going to ask who are there, and the chip will answer only with its name. The reader can induce a signal to several chips at the same time. The Tenaris Pipe Tracer is the app that we will be using to read the synthetic tonnage. To install that application, you need to go to the Play Store, look for the Tenaris Pipe Tracer, and install. This is the Pipe Tracer application. The first time that you open, the system is going to ask for rights. Please allow everything. The first time that you use the Tenaris Pipe Tracer, an activation is required. For that, please follow these steps. Choose Request New Activation. Enter your data. In the group, entry Tenaris 2000. This is the keyword. Put your email. And click on Request Activation. With that, the application is already activated. This is the TSL1128 RFID reader. The power load is through a USB port. After 8 hours of use, you have to charge 1 hour at least. The interface with a mobile device is through Bluetooth. To turn on it with a single shot in the trigger button. The device automatically turns off when doesn't have activity for 5 minutes. To pair the RFID reader with the mobile device, you have to click the button. The Bluetooth status is going to blink, and now we need to set in the mobile device the new devices. In the Bluetooth section, look for the device. This is now the device is already paired. Now I'm in the application. All the functionality that I'm going to need, is a pipe overview. But before that, I'm going to set in some configuration, basic configuration. In this case, I'm going to set up the reader power for the TSL device. Entering in this option, and please make sure that the read power must be setting at 14, because by default the application is going to show you something like that. With a power of 25, for example, you will be having a risk to read something that is not in front of you, because the reader device, is going to have the power to read 2 or 3 feet next to you. I'm going to set it at 14, and with that I'm going to back and back again. I'm have ready the application to use it. To read the RFID chips to move of the synthetic donut, we are located in front of the column of donut. With the reader synchronized with the mobile and the pipe tracer application open, please go to the pipe overview. In this part, you have to choose the reader that you already have paired. It's important to say, in this case, the reader is not already. Now, in the reader device, I'm going to make a click to turn on the reader, and now I'm going to choose the TSL reader. Now I'm already connected. If you look in this label, they say connected to 1128. This is very important in the storage of the synthetic donut. You must consider at least a feet of distance between columns, because at the time of the read, the gun or the reader can reach to the next donut. For that reason, please consider this distance as minimum recommended. With the trigger press and vertical movements, we will go through the all donut. The reader should be close to the chips. It's very important to do slow movements, because the reader takes the signal each 3 seconds, and if you move too fast, maybe you are going to lose some read. In the application, the number of chip reads is going to be increased with all the reads achieved. In the pipe tracer application, you can see the list of the donuts already read. The number of physical donuts must coincide with the donuts read. In this case, 100 of donuts has been already read. We are going to save the tally list, clicking in this icon. The application is going to ask if we want to save the tally list. At this time, you can say no and continue with the reading, or you can say yes, and later you are going to send the tally list by email. I'm going to choose the application of emails. I'm going to put the destiny. If I want to put some text here in the subject in order to be clear the use of the donage, for example, Nadia ship, and then I'm going to put to send the email. The email has been already sent, and now it's turn of the SDT application. The SDT web application is used to record the movements of the synthetic donage through the tally list obtained from the Tenaris pipe tracer. Uploading the Excel file sent by the mobile device, all the donage included in the previous step are transferred to the next location. In this example, I'm downloading the Excel file from my mailbox. With the file located in my PC, I'm going to move to the SDT dashboard. I'm going to add a new movement. I have to choose the type of movement. In my case, it's a transfer. Select the location. And now I have to save the movement. Later, with the movement saved and a number of movements, I have to download the page and choose the Browse button, select the file, and click in the Import button. With this confirmation, I only have to click in the Pause button in order to close the operation.